6, Seattle cops can monitor your every move.
They now own a piece of equipment that has tracking capabilities.
And all it takes is a cell phone in your pocket.
They can pick up any mobile device that's near a node and track its movement.
Yes, a new wireless network set up all over the city can keep a log of the last 1,000 places you have visited.
SPD says it's not being used right now, but Noon 6, Cairo 7's David Ham investigated to find signs the network is already active.
You may not have noticed these white boxes mounted on poles across Seattle. You also may not know these boxes can track you through your cell phone. Back in February, Seattle police announced it bought what's called a mesh network with $2.6 million of Homeland Security money. The network has 160 wireless access points that dedicates a wireless network for emergency responses.
When we have large public gatherings, situations like in Boston, and something bad happens, the first thing we want to know is how are we using technology to capture that information.
So here's how these wireless access points could be tracking you. If you go into your phone's Wi-Fi settings, you'll see these networks named after intersections. 3rd and Union, 4th and Pike, 4th and Union. These are all on the mesh network. Every time the network sees your phone, that data can be stored. Take this woman on the phone, for example. The network is capable of storing her IP address, the type of device she's using, the app she's using, her location, and match it up to the last 1,000 places she's been.
They now own a piece of equipment that has tracking capabilities, so we think that they should be going to City Council and presenting a protocol for the whole network that says they won't be using it for surveillance purposes.
SPD said a policy is being reviewed by the city attorney's office, and the network won't be used until the city council approves the plan. And we also asked SPD why we can see these network names if it's not being used. Well, they couldn't give us an explanation. Live in Seattle, David Ham, Cairo 7, Eyewitness News.
It's already being used on the streets. Now, technology that tracks gunfire is moving indoors. A Bay Area company that's made a name for itself by helping police track gunshots now has new technology to track workplace and school shootings.
New at 5, KTV's Christian Captain in our newsroom. And Christian, at least one school in Oakland is already looking at using this new technology.
That's exactly right. One school is currently negotiating with Shotspotter to be part of the pilot program using site-secure technology. So far, that deal has not been finalized. Oakland is one of 6 Bay Area cities that use Shotspotter, a network of outdoor microphones to pinpoint where a shooting takes place. Now the company says new technology allows them to track shooters indoors. From this room, technicians monitor ShotSpotter microphones in more than 80 cities worldwide. Today, the company ran a simulated shooting at their Newark headquarters. The next step is to hand it to a reviewer. Company officials say the new site-secure system allows them to pinpoint indoor shootings to individual rooms.
It's not just for indoor workplaces. It could be used in schools. It can be used on university campuses. Could be used in military and government installations. And
today's active shooter scenario begins outside with the gunman firing several shots. In the scenario, the gunman then moves indoors, where this sensor here picks up shots in this conference room. ShotSpotter says the site-secure technology saves time, alerting police about a shooting without relying on 911 calls, and offers priceless intelligence, pinpointing exactly where the shots were fired indoors.
The size of the room essentially defines the accuracy of the sensor.
The price tag for this technology, $15,000 for installation and $10,000 a year for monitoring. A steep price to pay for school districts already struggling with tight budgets.
Making the pivot to managed services.
But CEO Ralph Clark says it's similar to installing a fire alarm system.
What we're seeing, sadly, in our world, at least here in the U.S., is we're seeing an increase in the number of active shooter situations. It's almost becoming the new normal.